Ooh, key collector, you sneaky little bastard, you. We're back, YouTube. What is going on? I'm your host, Lawrence, over at Mighty Comics Collectibles, and today we are breaking down the hottest 10 comic books of the week. I'm going to give you all those sales numbers, let you know which books I'm going to buy, which books I'd be staying away from, and so on and so forth. One thing, of course, like before every video, I tell you guys, if you are not a current subscriber of the channel, I don't know where you've been, if you're hiding under a rock, but you're definitely missing out. Do me a solid if you are a sub, or hey, if you're just watching this video, smash that like button for me. You will not regret it. It does help the channel out. Now, with that said, let's get into this week's Hot 10 Breakdown of the Week. Starting us off this week at number 10 is Daredevil number 11, the first appearance of Muse, a serial killer whose victims are used as his art. Now this week we had a high sale in a CGC 9.8, selling for $350 and up an insane 53% over that average. Then we had a CGC 9.6 sale for only $188, up 25% since March. Now if you've been watching Daredevil Born Again, you know what happens to this character. I don't want to spoil it. Regardless, with these crazy percentage increases, is now the time to be buying this book. You know it's not. If you haven't owned this book already or don't have it in the collection, I'd definitely be staying away right here. Falling to number 9 this week is a copy of Silver Surfer number 1, the first solo ongoing Silver Surfer series. This is also the origin of the Silver Surfer and the origin of the Watchers. And last week we had a high sale in a CGC 9.8. Get this, guys, we had a sale for this book in that grade for $132,000. Insanity. Few 9.8s have sold on the secondary market, the last being in 2016 for only $33,000 and making this sale up over 400%. Next up, we had a CGC 6.5 selling for $810, up 4% over the average. And lastly, a CGC 5.0 selling for $675, but still up 33% over the average. This is the 4th week this year that Silver Surfer number 1 has been on the Hot 10 Comics of the Week breakdown. Do I want to own this book? Yes, but do I want to spend a crazy amount of money to own it? Hell no. I'd rather own the first appearance, even though there are a lot of copies out there of FF48 already graded. But hey, I always say if you can get this book for a steal, around a 4.0 to a 5.0 for like $500 or less, at that price, I'd be a buyer. Out of nowhere, at number 8 is Noble Causes Family Secrets number 3. This book is the first cameo appearance of Invincible Mark Grayson in story. Also, this is the first appearance of Fire Breather. And last week, we had a high sale in a CGC 9.8, selling for only $400 and up 14% since 2023. We also had another CGC 9.8, the variant edition, selling for $500, up 22% over the average. Next up, a CGC 9.6 selling for $150, up a crazy 25% over the average. Where has this book been over the past couple of years? With Invincible, I think it's season 3 now on Amazon Prime. Why is this book all of a sudden just getting hot? To me, it makes no sense. Am I paying up for this book right here, right now? The answer is no. If you can find it for a steal, I'd be a buyer. Other than that, I'd be staying away. Oh brother, at number 7 is, guess what? Omega Men number 3, the first appearance of Lobo, an intergalactic bounty hunter. We had 4 sales and a 9.8 outsell the average this week, the highest being a CGC 9.8 selling for $350, up 13% over the average. Next up, we had 6 copies sell in a 9.6, outsell the average, with the highest being $139, up a crazy 37% over the average. This book has been on and off the list for the better part of 5 years. That's right, and I always say in a 9.8, max $300, that's what I'm willing to spend. A lot of copies out there of this one. Outside of that grade, I want to own this book in a nice high grade raw copy. No sense paying up for this one in any other grade. Moving up the list this week from number 10 to number 6 is Strange Tales number 169, the first appearance of Brother Voodoo, Jericho Drum, later renamed Dr. Voodoo. I guess at some point he went out and got a doctorate, huh? We had 6 sales this week, all beating the 12-month average. The high sale this week being a CGC 9.0, selling for $395 and up 3% over the average. Next up, a CGC 8.5 selling for $324, up 5% over the average. And lastly, a CGC 8.0 selling for only $301, up 9% over the average. But check this out. In lower grades, a 6.5, a 5.5, and a 4.5, they were all up huge, averaging gains upwards of 37% over the average. To me, I told you guys last week, if I'm going to buy this book, I have to get a deal on it. I always say I never see this book for sale on my LCS, out in the wild. It's a rarity to me. So if I find it for a good price, I pick it up. If not, I probably wouldn't putting this type of money towards this book. It's just not a big enough key for me. Coming in at the 5 spot this week is Amazing Spider-Man number 300, the first full appearance of Venom. The high sale this week was a CGC 9.8, selling for $2,800 and up 4% over the average. Next up, a CGC 9.6, selling for $950, up 11% over the average. And lastly, a CGC 9.4 for only $600 and up 1% over the average. I'm going to say this. You guys know I love this book. It's a great character, first appearance, iconic cover, but there are so many copies of this book out there. Is it a must-own? 100%, especially if you're a Venom fan or a Spider-Man fan. But get the copy you want to keep in your collection for the long term, whether it be a high-grade copy, whether it be a raw copy, whatever you want. My suggestion is a 9.2 or higher. That's what I'd be buying. And if you can get Todd Father to sign it, that's what I'd be doing. I have my own copy in that grade. Back-to-back Spider-Mans at number 4 is Amazing Spider-Man number 252, the first appearance of the Black Symbiote costume in the Amazing Spider-Man run. We had a crazy amount of sales this week, the highest being a CGC 9.8 newsstand copy selling for a whopping $1,490, up 19% over the average. Next up, a CGC 9.6 newsie selling for $425 and up 10% over the average. What about the directs? The highest direct edition sold in a CGC 9.6 for only $411, up 14% over the average. Literally only $14 under the newsie sale. And lastly, we had a CGC 9.4 selling for $280, up 10% over the average. Just like ASM 300, this is a must-own book, a classic, an homage to Amazing Fantasy number 15. I want to own it. My copy, a 9.2 newsstand that I paid literally next to nothing for. So yes, if you don't own this book, do not overpay for it. Ton of copies out there, but a must-own in my opinion. Just get yourself a deal. Down a couple of spots to number 3 this week is Giant Size X-Men number 1. The first appearance of the new X-Men team, Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird, and of course, Wolverine. This is also the second or third appearance of Wolverine, depending who you listen to. This is the second week Giant Size X-Men number 1 is on the Hot 10 Comics of the Week breakdown in 2025. The top sale of the week was a massive 9.8, selling for a crazy $36,000 and up 11% over the average. Next up, a CGC 8.0 sale for $3,100, up 4% over the average. And lastly, a CGC 5.0 selling for $1,699 and up 7% over the average. Out of the 14,000 and change graded copies so far, the 7.5 grade is the most common with 1,092 in existence. For me, guys, you know, if you're an X-Men fan, this is the book I want to own outside of X-Men number 1 from the Silver Age. Do I want to get a 9.8? Hell no, I don't see the value with all the copies out there. I am going to say get the grade you want to own. I do want to own this book. I don't want to overpay for it. The only thing I'm going to tell you outside of that is this book has to have fantastic colors for me to go ahead and purchase it. A lot of copies out there. Get the one you want, but remember, the colors are what matter. Finally, back to the Silver Age at number 2, it is Amazing Spider-Man number 14 and the first appearance of the Green Goblin. This is also the first battle between Spider-Man and the Hulk. We had a high sale this week in a CGC 7.5, selling for a whopping $4,250, but only up 2% over the average. Next up, a CGC 7.0 sale for $3,999, up 6% over the average. And lastly, a CGC 1.8, yes, a lowly 1.8, selling for under $1,000 at $980, up 16% over the average. The lower grades in some of these Silver Age keys are still holding strong, with demand always being higher. With that said, you guys know what I own. I own a low-grade copy of this book just to have in my collection. A lot of these Silver Age Amazing Spider-Mans, no matter what, in lower grade, I'd say anywhere from like a 1.0 to like a 3.5, 4.0 are the best buys when we're talking Silver Age Spidey keys. That's just my opinion. But yes, 100%, I'm a buyer. Finally, at the top spot, number 1, numero uno, what could it be? Back to the Bronze Age, it's Uncanny X-Men number 94, and the second team appearance of the new X-Men team. This also marks the start of the Chris Claremont run that lasted 16 years, ending with issue 279. We had a monster sale in a CGC 9.8, which was the high for the week, selling for an astonishing $52,800, up a crazy 36% over the average. Next up, a CGC 9.4 sale of only $3,399 and only up 1% over the average. And lastly, a CGC 8.0 right up my alley for $1,575, up a crazy 21% over the average. This is the third week in 2025 that X-Men 94 has made the Hot 10 list. So I said it right there, guys. Do I want to own this book? 100%. But I want to stick to that very fine, a little bit higher than that range. To me, that is the best buy. But if you can't afford that, I think a 4.0 to a 5.0 is around $600, around that range. If I can get Giants as X-Men 1, that's the book I want to own. If I get X-Men number 1 from 1968, that's what I want to own. But I'm still a buyer of it as long as I can get a deal. Hope you guys enjoyed another list, another week. A lot of great books, more copper or more bronze than usual. Seems like we're heading down that road again, but hey, it's okay. A lot of these keys, if money were an issue, I'd want to own all of them. It is now time for my best buy of the week, and to me, this is an easy choice being a Spider-Man fan. I'm going with Amazing Spider-Man number 14. Love this book, a top 5 Spider-Man book in my opinion. So to me, if I can get this one for a deal, I am always a buyer. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics Collectibles saying thank you for watching, happy collecting, and I'll talk to you guys soon.